Welcome back, Phillies and Genitals, to a Brony Plays Minecraft. We're going to be doing a bunch of Magicky stuff today, so a few updates. First of all, I've created a Tartarite enchanter. We had extra Tartarite lying around. It's useful, so I made an enchanter out of it. Supposedly, it does amazing stuff. You put your item that you want to enchant right there, and then, whoo boy, you've got all sorts of stuff that pops up. I don't have a good example ready at the moment. I haven't quite figured out how to use it properly, but it's pretty nifty when you make it appear for the first time. So that's thing number one. I think it is. I think it's modified maybe by bookshelves, but also by pylons. Not that I have any here at the moment because pylons take a lot of material. Moving along, what else? I built us a thermometer, which I think I showed you guys. And I want to show you something else that I built. This just for funsies and decoration's sake. I built this little guy over here. I was thinking, it was a mathematical curiosity as to if I had a 3x3 grid of something, and then I filled in the space, could I fill in everything by filling in planes of glass? And anyways, the answer was no. You end up with glowstone blocks in the middle. It looks pretty cool. I like the holy stone. It's I'm going to call that my this is my arcane connectrix, or compumatrix. It's probably our compumatrix, that's what it is. But if I mouse over it with my thermometer, you'll see that something appears. It says glass and it has a little diamond, symbol 1. That's an aspect. And that aspect is what this glass is made of regarding Thaumcraft. It's made of vitreous, which is glass. Some things, like holy stone, aren't made of anything, and you can tell by looking down in the bottom left where you can't see, where it says nothing can be learned from this way in the bottom left. Other things can kind of be made of something like this arcane work table. Boom! We just discovered it's made of trees, hammers, and more hammers. And this research table, boom! Made of trees, brains, and tools. And this crucible, boom! Made of hammers, metal, and magic. Alright, and you can see in the bottom what all that stuff is. There's some Fabrico, which is the hammer, and the blue hammer is Instrumentum, and all that other stuff. So that's how we go around and research things. Not everything can be researched. For example, these factory blocks can't be researched. But I've gone through and researched a bunch of stuff already, like the mana battery, these quartz. Haven't quite gotten gold yet, which is kind of funny, but it happens. I got chalk, I got that prism thing. I've got a bunch of stuff. So as I go around, I've been just looking at things here and there and going, can I look at you? Can I look at you? No, can't look at that, for example. This little mage torch, can't look at that, for example. So we've been using these things to get some research here in Thaumcraft, which I'll go ahead and show now. I've got some stuff in our crafting table. Oh, I made a pen. This is an object from Technomancy, which is better than the ink and quill from something. Oh, don't look, don't look. It's better than the ink and quill. Anyways, Thaumonomicon. This is the Thaumonomicon. If you hadn't guessed, it's thaumonomical. Thaumonomical. Anyways, if you click on something, it tells you stuff about that, like here's information about the work table and how to make it and stuff, which I probably showed off before, but more interesting are these hexagons and these little things here. Squares and circles, I can get a research note by using my pen and some paper, and if I have it unlocked, I can get a note for that and start researching it. These hexagons, I can just simply buy. If I have the right aspects, I can click on it and bam! I've got enchanted fabric. By combining spider silk and wool and infusing it with magic, you can create enchanted fabric. Yada 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 yada. We've seen this stuff before, and it wasn't very good back then. You can also make there's this little robe thing. It gives you a very small discount when casting from wands. It might be more worthwhile now than it was before, but we've got different armor that we're going to make. I'll show you guys in a little bit. That's the other half of this episode if I get there. You can see that these guys, they're hexagons, but I can't click on them because if you look at the aspects, it says I don't have the required ones. I'm missing something. I'm missing something from each of them to get In the case of like this, I could click this guy to get a note to do research there, but I'm probably going to get notes to do research on these things instead because these are quest items. This thing is shiny. Did something unlock over here? Usually is what that means. I don't think anything unlocked. Oh, I've probably got new things in here. Yes, this is where I keep track of all of my essences. It tells me if something is a primal aspect or a secondary aspect. And it also, if I mouse over, it tells me what contains that. So like the alieness, the portal to the deep dark, moonstone, and ender essence all have alieness. Aqua, all sorts of things like water, cactus, and even bedrock has aqua. And so this is really useful for research. So let me show you what an example of research might be. Research expertise, that could help us with more research. So I think we could get that, or we'll go for one of the easier ones. We'll get Elementum. So now we've clicked on it, we have a research node in our inventory. Let's take a look at that. It should be, here it is. So we used this pen and we used this paper, and as we can see, the pen has a little durable bar. I mean, the same thing happens with the scribing tools, but I was hoping not. Anyways, take this research node, stick it up here in your table, and you get this weird little grid. Now what you need to do on this grid is find ways to connect these aspects, to connect this and this guy together. And using these guys, you can take these guys and drag them out here. So I could take like this tree here, and I could put the tree there, and as you can see, it's appeared, and it's great and all, but if I take fire, you might be able to see, actually if I take fire right there, see, okay, so you can see that little blue line, and you can see how fire lit up and tree didn't. That means that this mechanical thing, which I think is potentia, yeah, energy, is linked to fire, but it's not linked to trees. Potentia has no direct link to trees. Now, I mean, we could probably link it up, like, I don't know, fire to other stuff. Could somehow link it to a tree, I'm sure. We could figure out a way to do it. But what we need to do here is figure out a way to link this guy, the potentia, to fire, which is kind of funny because they already link. So this one could be a lot easier than you expect, because we might just do this. Now this uses up a resource, and you'll see each of these right here have a little number next to them. That resource is, or that number is the amount of this we have. So these are called research points. So I have 24 research points for water. Now some research points you can get more of pretty easily. For example, if I take air and water and I click on them, I can combine them, and boom, it says gained 1 research point for Modus in the bottom left corner, in case you can't see the mouse. And I can get another research points for Modus right here. I went from 4 to 5. And if I click it again, I'll go up to 6. And unlike the previous version of Thaumcraft, there's no chance of failure here. If you know the right combination, it will work. Also, if you're just experimenting and you don't know the combination, let's use like this. That one click is all that I need to know that arbor and metallum make nothing. Trees and wood, or wood and metal, don't make anything. So I don't need to keep clicking and wasting these research points, because these research points are really important when we get to this thing. So some research points we can, like Modus and Potentia, we can get by combining stuff, combining aspects to get, because they're secondary. But some of our, like air and water and fire, are primary aspects, and we can't combine stuff to get them. So I'm not really sure how we're going to get more of them, but we're not low on them at the moment. So what we're going to do here is we're going to find a way to get this guy connected to that. Now fortunately, to connect it, all you need is anything that, if this is a secondary aspect, or if that's a primary aspect, the thing that it connects to has to be something that it is made with or used in. So if we go here and click on this guy, let me show you. See how arbor, I can't mouse over that, see how the tree icon here is made from air and plants, air and herba? That means that on that map we could connect arbor to air, or arbor to herba. Say that 5 times fast. But if we had something else that used trees, which we don't, of course, then we could connect it to that instead. Perhaps an example might be mortuous. Mortuous, let's see, mortuous is made from life and entropy, perditio. All right. But if I have mortuous on the grid, I could connect it to life, or I could connect it to entropy on the little hex grid. But I could also connect mortuous to corpus or exanimes because it's part of their recipe. So these can be filled by anything that is one step away from this. If this is used to make an aspect, I can put it here. Or if there is an ingredient for this, like for example, I think potentia is made with fire and air. Nope, that's fire and light. Well, I know it's made with fire and order, maybe? Yeah, fire and order. So I could connect fire and order all the way to get from that to that, which is basically what I'm going to do because it's kind of silly to put these two together since they're directly connected. So I could just do fire, and then I've got lots of potentia. And then we can make another fire. And it didn't like that. Oh, it did. Okay. But see, that fire and fire don't really connect. Like, that's not a thing they do. So let's do potentia, and we'll connect them. And the most ridiculous, silliest little guy, we've got elementum. I picked a good one to show on video. I wasn't sure that would work. Then just right-click it. It says research complete. You can come to the Thaumonomicon. This tells you that something is happening over here, and ta-da! Elementum, mystical energy source. So, don't throw it. It explodes, just like it did in the previous version. You make it by tossing coal in, and you'll also need these little thingamabobbers in your crucible. We haven't done anything with the crucible yet, so I'm not entirely sure if that's 100% accurate. On the other hand, we can also, ooh, look at that, we can make some gunpowder. Here we go. Ta-da! Toss your gunpowder in along with some fire and perdicio, and you can get, or maybe you just toss the gunpowder in and you get more gunpowder. I don't think so. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. If you know the proper formula and the mix of essentia within the crucible is correct, you can then drop a special item known as a catalyst. Aha! So basically, if you put 3 ignis, 3 perdicio, 3 potentia in there, and drop a coal in, it'll make an elementum. Hopefully. So that's more or less how research goes. So if I want to research nitor, for example, we can do the same sort of thing where we'll pop nitor in here. And then we have fire and light. And we saw already that fire and light are connected via air. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Air to light. Let's not use air. To another fire, to another light. And light connects to fire, and so now we have nitor, and we can make some. Ta-da! And there we go. Poof! Glowstone dust and some other stuff, and it's just another light source. It's really nice. Ooh, that's going to be good eventually when we get there. Now I picked those two because there is a quest here under College of the Arcane. I picked this because of the research, right? Here we go. Detection task. You can't actually craft these things in the crafting table, so a crafting task won't work. So we went with detection task. If you get these in your inventory, if you make this amount of magic tallow, nitor, and elementum, which I've all researched, then ta-da, you'll get your rewards, some knowledge, some experience, and either a candle or a thaumium. Free candle, free thaumium, and not only that, but this is a repeatable quest, so you can just keep making those things. So I really like that quest line at the moment. But there was something else going on, and that was this armor slot, and you saw that there was some crappy armor in the Thaumonomicon that we're not going to mess with. No, instead, we're going to look at this stuff, and actually, before I mess with all of this stuff, we're going to just take a look at the essences in here, or I should say the aspects, and we'll just toss a plant down and grab that, and then we'll toss this down. And the real problem is that these things can only be looked at once. So, there we go. Now that we've done all that, we can take it, pop it in here, and we're going to get some purified Vintium dust. I need 2 of those. We'll go ahead and look at that too. There we go. And you'll see why I need it in a moment. We're going to come down here, and we're going to work on another quest. And I'm going to get it complete today, though I'm not going to show you all the details of it. But we're going to work on Battle Mage Armor. Battle Mage Armor is made with obsidian, gold inlay, blank runes, and some type of essence. Water, earth, fire, and air. Now some of that essence we have, that is to say we've got water. We don't really have any of the others, but we can go ahead and make the inlays, I figured. And in fact, we can also make the headpiece. Actually, can we... no, we can't. So it's 2 obsidian, inlay, rune, and essence. Inlay, rune, essence, and then the 4, not 2. Ta-da! There we go! We have a Battle Mage Circlet. Now, my Desi Chalkball's helmet is still going strong for a little while, and I really like the look of it, but, you know... Oh, that's gonna look kind of crap, that circlet. Also, this guy has, like, infused experience, almost 1,000. That's really precise, so we'll probably just keep this. But maybe not. We'll see. We lost half a point of armor with the Battle Mage Circlet, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, to make the other essences, we're going to need to use our good old friend, the Essence Refiner, up here to make them. And I think he's already connected to items. We'll see. So we need to make earth, which we already know how to do, fire, and air. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the earth. I'll do that off the screen. And fire, you'll see we're going to need some coal, blaze powder, and arcane ash. And air is going to be feathers, tarma root, and arcane ash. And I think we've done that already as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go get those items and put them in here, and I'll see you back in a moment. Alright, we're back. Here's our air essence. I made the earth essence. We'll go ahead and put in the materials for the fire essence. And we should start, oh, there we go. We should start cooking. Unless, uh-oh, did I get the recipe wrong? Haha, that'd be funny. Is that cool? Cool. Blaze, arcane ash. Yeah, should be good. Coal, blaze, arcane ash. I don't know. It's probably working though. Let's see. We'll check. Oh, yep. This might be low on essence. Yep, there it goes. It needs a little bit extra, which is annoying, but such is the way of things. Put one more in there. Burn it. And he should be going any minute now. Bam! There we go. Fire essence. Alright, we should have all our essences now. And let's have a sip of some grape juice. Extra loud grape juice. Alright, we'll pop down here. And let's see here. Now we need to make the armor, which is a boat of obsidian with 2 runes, inlay, and earth essence. Earth essence are up top. Inlay right there. Runes on the sides, move the inlay, and a boat. There we go. Battle Mage Armor! Alright. Next is leggings, which are the corners with 2 inlays, fire, and a rune. Obviously, you know, because you want fiery pants, don't you? Don't you? Doesn't everyone want fiery pants? No? Just me? Okay. Fire in your loins. Alright, and the last one is going to be the air essence for the boots. 4 obsidian, the inlay on the bottom, and 2 runes up top. Like that, and 1 more rune. There we go, Battle Mage boots. Now, will it have counted that as being complete? Or will we have to cheat to get it? Oh, I think it did. Yeah, ours are my uncompleted. Something forward. Da 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 da. We now have Battle Mage Armor, Magical Battle Armor. Da 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 da. Rewards: we can get Infinity Orb, Arcane Essence, and Greater Mana Potion Bundle. I don't know if Severus will be able to claim this one or not. That'll suck if he can't. Anyways, Infinity Orb, Arcane Essence, or Greater Mana Potion. But ooh. We can make all of these, or we can get them pretty easily, but, you know, Infinity Orb, it's hard to beat. Love that sound. Next up, a Secret Quest. Ooh, see how it just appeared out of nowhere? Secret Quest unlocks 5 quests elsewhere. Ours are Arcesitus. I had this before. Anyways, it's a crafting test, and as you can see, most of it's already done. The art of summoning brings forth the great guardians for you to battle. Be careful, however, for they are not to be trifled with. We must craft redstone, gold, and iron inlays so that you can summon bosses. I originally thought that was something else, but anyways, it's for the bosses, and it's it'll unlock something pretty nifty. It'll give you a quarter heart, infinity orb, or crystal phylactery. We might have just enough time to make iron ones. Iron inlay. Here we go. Needs arcane ash and a bunch of iron. Let's put this battle mage armor on. Oh, look at that. Looking pretty swish there. When these other things die out, we'll probably switch to the full battle mage set. Except maybe that helmet. I just don't know. It's hard to get around that helmet. Alright, let's grab the arcane ash. We'll put the Vintium dust back. I'll put this stuff back. I'm not going to need it. And we'll eat this orb. We'll just pop over and grab ourselves some iron. Look at the Compu Matrix as we go down. I love that thing. It just looks so cool. Severus won't like it, I'm sure. And we're going to need 8 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Bounce. Bounce. You can see over to the side there, Severus is building a bunch of something. Da-da-da-da. Iron inlay, used for summoning various guardians. He's got, what, looks like nuclear reactor stuff. Ooh, could be fun. Could be fun. Let's see if that did if that made the quest. It should have. Yes! Quest book complete. Alright. Ars Arcesitus. The Art of Summoning. I had to look up all those translations, by the way. Well, we'll go ahead and grab the Quarter of a Heart, because we don't get very many of those. And we can farm Infinity Orbs. Alright. That breaks open 5 quests all the way over here. Look at this. 20 quests available for completion. Bam! I only see 4 quests open. Anyways, there's another quest somewhere. This opens the Earth Guardian, Air Guardian, Water Guardian, and Fire Guardian as not only quests, but repeatable quests. After you beat them, you have 20 days, 20 Minecraft days, and then you can beat them again for more rewards. That might be a little much, but, you know, even though we've killed several of them, it's still, you know, it's a thing. You have to do it again. So, kill a Water Guardian, get an Infinity Orb, and a reward bag. But that'll be the subject for another video. I don't want this one to last too long. And you can see it's pretty nice, though. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at the quotes. Look at the quotes. Look at they all pretty much have the same thing. Air Guardian, the Earth Guardian, rah, 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 rah. More red orbs, and the Fire Guardian. Oh, snap. Yeah. And you're probably saying, Litmus, there are other bosses. That's true, there are other bosses. But to get them, you're going to need to keep working on this. We still need to finish up Ars Opus and the aggression quests. We've been growing essences over here, but we haven't actually consumed any of them yet for whatever reason. I'm not sure. In fact, I think Severus has gone up to some of the higher stuff, but he hasn't done anything with them yet. At any rate, that's probably all for today. We have a cool set of armor, which I guess we'll put it all on and just see what it looks like. I don't know. It looks pretty plain. But we do get a full set of protection at the bottom for having all of it. Would we get more for having this? Hard to say. I like that better. But these guys are still good, so we'll keep them around for the moment. And we'll put the rest of it in our backpack. And as it dies, it'll be useful. Alright, so there you go, folks. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep on trotting.